So first of all, Sui, welcome to the Dons.
Yeah.
What conversations have you had with Carl Hall and Richard Horne that have made Doncaster the right move for you at this stage?
Yeah, I think one thing that really excited me was their promotion last year, and knowing with promotion comes challenges, and what's rugby league without challenges, and it was something that I was willing to embrace. But they spoke about the impact and influence that I could have, and what I could add, with experience as well. And it wasn't not only on the field, but it was off the field as well. And I know for myself, I've done the work with Carl in prisons and all that kind of stuff, and so it all tied in, and it was pretty much like a full package where I could just help out in many ways and add value, like I mentioned, not only on the field but off the field, and I think that's what got me excited.
Yeah, so that's something that's important to you, the off the field stuff as well as the obvious playing on the field.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been around for a while now and understand if you're not winning at home and the off field stuff, it's going to transfer on the field, and so it's just as important, getting your mindset right, because life is the one game we can't afford to lose, and so when you're winning off the field, eventually win on the field. And so that stuff, if you get that stuff right, you're enjoying your game, and you're enjoying life how it should be done.
You say that you talk about the experience that you bring, the impact and everything that you've done. You seem to have done a lot in such a short space of time. Just tell us a little bit about your career, because am I right in thinking you say it was 25 before you made a senior debut?
Yeah, it was a late bloomer. If you call it, come through really late. So I think it was one of them choices, and we all have choices in life. For me, it was one of them choices where I was like, hey, 10 years from now, what am I going to ask or say to myself, in the pub, looking back, what if? And I didn't want to have that moment, and so I went for it, and, set a goal 5 years later, managed to debut, pick our debut for the New Zealand Warriors at, the age of 25. Where loads of people seemed impossible at the time, surrounded with doubt and stuff, but you push forward, you realize there's a price to pay. I was willing to pay that price, and to get my foot in the door and debut, man, I knew that there was more. And so within the space of time, I don't want to waste any time, because as you know, time is precious. It's a greatest commodity if you really think of it, and I didn't want to waste time. Just wanted to get stuck in and run it straight for life.
Brilliant. I mean, if I list off some of the clubs that you've been at, such as New Zealand Warriors, the Roosters, Penrith, Para, Eels, Huddersfield and Castleford, they're high level. What you could bring to this team, this club at the Dons in the Championship in England is phenomenal. What is it that's made the Dons the right move right now?
Yeah, it's just going back to bringing all them experiences and, challenges that I've, had to go through and endure throughout the years, and be able to help out and come here. I think it's the word impact describes it all, and knowing that, Doncaster got promoted last year, that's an exciting thing, and for myself, I hold my standards up high, and, I'm not coming here or looking at different levels. I'm not looking to slow down either. I'm looking to run it straight and look forward for the challenge. Super League here and Championship here. Not really looking at what sort of levels it's taking on what I've learned throughout all these years and bring it here.
Do you know any of the lads that are already here?
Yeah. There's a few lads I've met and know, and following the journey. And one of them's Missy Tolapapa, and seeing him, as an inspiration, man, to know what he's done in the game and still going is a credit to himself. That's I remember playing, I think it was last year, and man, he can still top it off in Super League if he wanted to. And so he's one of the guys excited to come and rub shoulders with and get going this year coming.
So you were talking about, obviously you were a late bloomer, came into rugby league a bit later than the average. And you're 35 now. We just talked about Missy Talapapa there, who I think is 42 now.
Yeah.
So judging, because you started late, do you feel you'll be able to go into those later years as well? There's still a lot more years than your typical 35-year-old would have.
Yeah, definitely. That's where I feel like right now. I still feel like, in all honesty, mentally as well, physically, I feel like I'm just getting started. So I'm excited. I've set some personal goals for myself this year. I want to make sure that come 12 months from from now that I'm proud of what I put forward, on my effort, not only on but off the field as well. And it's exciting. I think that's the word that comes to mind. I don't really look at the age side of things. For myself, it's just the heart. That's how I've sort of based my whole career. Don't really look at the age side of things. It's as long as the heart's there, the mindset, everything else will take care of itself.
Judging by Missy's career, you could easily have another 10 years to go yet, so there's still plenty left.
Yeah, that's the exciting thing about it. But for myself, man, it's just taking 1 year at a time, knowing that we've got a tough task and challenge ahead. But knowing the group of boys that are here, I definitely know that we'll have a good year next, all this coming year.
For anybody that might not have seen you play, what type of player can the Don fans expect to see next season?
Yeah, just it's just going back to that word. I think one word that best describes me is impact. But that's on the field and off the field as well. I like to cause an impact. Not only run it straight, but one of the things I learned in life, is through rugby league, is it doesn't matter how smart, big, or life's gonna hit us, knock us down. It's not how many times you get knocked down; it's how many times you're willing to pick that ball up and run straight again. And that's where the lessons are, and that's where it counts. Can you pick that ball up and run one more time? And that's what I'm looking forward to do. Coming to Don.